Hello everybody, and I'm back. So I've had a long trip. I was away off in Europe for nearly a month, so hence the lack of videos. Apologies, but I'm back now, back with a vengeance. There's going to be exciting stuff happening with Chess Bootcamp that I'm going to tell you about. I'm excited about that. I'm excited to tell you about my trip. I'm excited to tell you what I brought back with me. Anyway, but that's not why I invited you all here today. Why I've started this video because, you know, Isaac, okay, not my cousin Isaac with the unfortunate name. No, this is Isaac Fisher Zero from the USA, follower, and sent me a message saying you're going to enjoy this video, and in fact it belongs in punishing dumb-ass openings. I don't know, I've not seen the game. Okay, his opponent is Rallyrass, rated 1002. Shall we just dive in and let the chaos commence? We have pawn to e4 from our man Isaac. This is the Nimzovich defense with knight to c6. Pretty rare, it's played in about 1% of games, I think, after e4, but... Okay, d4 from Isaac now. So obviously it's in the knight's line of fire, but it's defended by the queen, so we don't have any worries there. If your opponent allows you to grab the full center, generally grab the full center. Now we have knight to f6. This is a bit meh. Okay, for the simple reason that it's just asking for pawn to e5, hitting the knight, forcing the knight to move. We don't play that. This is a sensible move. I approve of this. Now, if the bishop could have come straight out to b4, pinning the knight, then that could have been a problem, but the e-pawn hasn't moved because dumbass over here hasn't moved either his e-pawn or his d-pawn. He's choosing to play with his pieces instead. Now, let's just hit pause on this slightly, okay? What's wrong with this approach? Now, he's brought his knights out, fair enough, but you do need to move pawns in the opening. Why? Because you want to get all your pieces out. You want to get your king castled. You want to connect your rooks. In order to do that, you really need to castle the king. And you need to get both bishops out. Now, at the start of the game, this bishop is pinned to the side of the board. Not a chess pin, but you know what I mean, right? By the b-pawn and the d-pawn. It's the same story here. And, of course, it's the same here with the king's bishops, right? There's two pawns. Now, Isaac sensibly moved his e-pawn on move 1, which means this bishop is free to move around the cabin, as is Her Majesty the Queen. Okay, now Rallyrass hasn't moved either this pawn or this pawn or this pawn or this pawn so far, so the bishops are stuck. And now, okay, now we have moved a piece in the opening a second time. This is generally thought of as a bad thing, and the reason is because you are not making any progress into your control of the board. What's more, pushing your pieces too far into your opponent's territory too early, you're just inviting a move like a3. Come on. So here, the knight's going to have to move back, it's going to have to go there or whatever. It could even get hit by a pawn. We could even play this move as well. Isaac does play pawn to a3. Was it the best move? I don't know. I mean, he could have also taken the opportunity to develop further as well. Maybe a move like f4 with ideas of knight f3, putting it behind, because this knight is no threat to anybody right now. It's very, very lame. Could have played also bishop to d2, maybe with ideas of some kind of attack in the future. I don't know. But anyway, we have a3. The knight goes back to where it came from. Okay, so now all that we've achieved is we've taken this square away, not only from that knight, but also from the king's bishop as well. Okay, so now there's no opportunity really of bishop b4 pinning the knight. So what did that achieve? Absolutely nothing. Okay, knight to f3 from Isaac, fair enough. Oh, Jesus. Mary and Joseph, what are we seeing here? Are you going to tell me that Isaac plays h3? Okay. No, I mean, a good move from you, man. But what is this jellyhead doing? So, go on, you put it back on f6, because if you put it here, then I would just snatch it off with the bishop, bugger up your pawns proper style. That pawn ends up there. That would be terrible. Okay, so, oh, dear. And now, again, I refer the honourable gentleman to the comments I made some moments ago about not being able to put your bishop now on g4. So, congratulations. So, what would I play here with white? Well, I'm going to get my bishops out and I want a castle. So probably the king's bishop. I think bishop d3 is fine, seeing as this pawn is defended by the knight. Yes, we're blocking the queen's defence, but hey. Or, I mean, even e5 would be tempting here. Oh, good man. You see, so what he's done is he's brought his bishop out to his 5th rank, attacking the knight. Right, can't go there. It can't go there because it's defended by that. Can't go there because of a pawn. What's he going to do? Right? Is he going to play like h6 and kick the bishop? No, he's going to put the knight back in the box. So he brought it out. He pushed it up to g4. This is the journey this knight has been on. Knight to here, knight to here. Pawn comes up and kicks it back. It goes back to here. It's attacked again. Right? And it goes back in the box. Right? So now there's going to be a course coming out. Okay? On this. I would invite you. This is on move 7. We've played 7 moves, right? Let's look at how many squares white controls. Okay? So he's got this one. In fact, in his own half, we'll do these ones. So the knight has got that one. Okay? And he's got that one as well. Right, with this, knight controls that. Bishop controls this one in his own half, and also these two in the opponent's half. Right, this pawn controls this one in the opponent's half, and this one in the opponent's half. This one controls them and them. The bishop controls that and that in his half of the board. Right, the knight also controls this one. The pawn also controls this one. The bishop controls all of these. Right, just bear with me here. There's a lot going on, and you know, it's a lot more we could colour in, okay? But look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Have I missed any? In the opponent's 8 squares in the opponent's half of the board. Okay, and some of those squares control twice. How many squares in white's half of the board does black control? Right? I'll tell you. This one and this one. But the knight can't actually move to either of them. Right, so black is dead losing right now. I would say just plain up losing. This is as dumb can get. Right, now, if I was Isaac, I'd be developing the light squared bishop. No, he decides to go on the offensive and kick the knight. I'm not paid enough. Not paid enough for this. Okay, 8 moves. And black has gone back to the starting position. Okay, now, thank you. Okay, out comes the bishop. Yeah, I mean, you know, this is good. It's pushing down f7. This square might also have been absolutely fine. And now, how many squares is... I'll tell you which squares black controls right now. These ones, right? If they're in your own half of the board, let's put them in orange, right? These are the squares that black is controlling. And it's his entire 3rd rank. That's it. Okay? White is controlling... Oh, my, this is... Like, what? This guy's high. Okay, anyway. Oh, he moved a pawn. Okay, I take everything back. He's moved a pawn. Queen to d2. Okay. So he's lifting his queen, right? He's now preparing to complete development with either short castles or long castles. Both are appealing. I mean, we could take bets on. Should we have a quick look at analysis and see what the eval is? 2.3. That only 2.3. Wow, I'm surprised. Okay, but anyway, let's move on. And now he kicks the bishop. The bishop is going to retreat. Okay, there too. And here again, the bishop retreats again. So what black has done here is push the bishop back, where it's still on quite a decent diagonal, actually. And just simply weakened his own king side dramatically. But it's okay. He hasn't castled yet. He's still got the opportunity to castle long. So let's see how he goes about that. He goes about that by pushing his f-pawn. Okay, this is now getting very dangerous. At this position, you'd really want your queen back on d1 because you want to be able to play your queen there. There's nothing to block it. The king would have to move and lose castling rights. But hey, okay, we long castle. He develops a piece again. Okay, lovely, lovely. Rook h to e1. Okay, so now we're just threatening just to punch holes in the position now. We'd like to get this pawn up probably first before we play the move e5. Okay, in comes the knight. Right, let's swap off. Yeah, exactly. Open up some pawnage. Pawnage carnage. Just what the doctor ordered. Okay, so black's now got a heap of pawns on dark squares. What does that mean? Well, it means that this bishop here is very bad. And it also means that our light squared bishop is good as well. So even moves like this would be appealing to me. Take, pull back, keep the pawn pinned. That looks good. Oh, well done. Yes, okay, blocks with the bishop. Now, what I would do here, a beginner would be tempted to trade off. It's like, oh, my bishop's attacked, right? I need to trade it off, but you don't have to because it's defended, right? So leave the tension. This is one of the key signs between a beginner and more advanced player. Okay, so even a move like this, queen here, with the idea of this maybe as well. In fact, isn't that checkmate? That would be checkmate because the king doesn't have d7 anymore. So I would do that move, right? Then if the bishop takes here, you can take back with a knight, arguably maybe improve your knight. Or you could take back with the queen, again with check. He does this, check. Queen has to block, you lose the rook. You know? Anyway. Yeah. Okay, now we're at the 1000 level, which is kind of that breakthrough between beginner and intermediate. So, understandable, but Isaac, you didn't need to do that. Let's see what the computer thinks is the best move here. I'm in analysis mode. No, forget it, because I'm not a fee-paying member anymore. Okay, but yeah, I like that move. I think it's a playable move. Anyway, so Isaac retreats. Okay, he's keeping the bishop on the board, and I kind of get that. We still have a potential checkmate here because there's nothing that can block. Okay, right, no, that's not bad, but still you are woefully underdeveloped. This is move 17, guys. And he's got one piece off the back rank. Isaac now plays h4. I think what I might consider here, it's a bit on the slow side. Maybe like this. Drop the bishop back, g3, f4. Right? Why? Because we want to remove these pawns, basically. Right? And the way to do that is just throwing pawns at the wall. We've got all the big guns are in the center two files. You just want to smash open the doors. And this is okay. Okay, but now, right, blocked up a bit. F3 now, I think. F3 or F4. Yeah, F4. If he takes, you can take with the bishop, take with the queen. Probably queen, actually. Threatening to win another pawn. Yay! F3, okay. Free pawn. Not really. Okay. Interesting. Yes, well, that was cunning. Yeah, because we've got the king and queen on the same diagonal. Right, so now we're going to have to give up an exchange, I think. Because if... Oh, no, here... Okay, here... Oops. No, f4 I think is the move, right? If pawn takes... You've got bishop takes. Okay, and then that's fine. Okay, so here, if bishop takes, you trade bishops. Actually, we're okay. Oh, well done, son. Well done. Well done. Okay, now I'd just instinctively play king b1. Really, I would. Yeah. Let's see what he plays. Sweet as. Oh, no! Stop it! Stop. Right. Do you remember what I said? Rally Ras, if you're listening, right? You buggered your own pawns on the king side, right? But that still left the queen side where you could put your king to safety by castling, okay? Don't bugger up your pawns with the pawn storm on the queen side. Bishop runs away. Fairy snuff, okay. This, okay, no-brainer. You capture EP, right? You take en passant. All day, every day. Surely, McLean, yeah? Oh, no. No, okay. Well, you didn't. But at least this does. I mean, if he doesn't take here, you've got the option now of knight in here, knight to there. Or, arguably, knight takes there anyway. But I think I'd have done that. Yeah, now black is bizarrely allowed to clog up the position a little bit. Okay, everything is kind of defended here. This pawn is not defended. These are. That isn't. Okay, so what do? We just swap off pawns now. Okay, so he's attacking c5. I get it. He's attacking this. But again, here... Oh, no, no, sorry, my mistake. I'd have lost my queen. So, quite right. Okay, queen to here, he defends. Queen to here, now stepping out of this alignment problem. And now we can capture here, capture there. Okay. Comes back, staying on the light squares and just avoiding this diagonal, which I appreciate. You've maybe got the option of this, but this is painful stuff. Rook d8. Right, now please take the pawn. Thank you. And he pushes. Just keep taking. Take shit. Take all the. That's it. Now push the pawn. Push the pawn to e6, attacking the bishop. Okay, bishop has to move here or here. Then you can even just push on. Oh yeah. And now also the bishop's defense of f5 is blocked. So he runs away. I think queen e5, attacking the rook and attacking the undefended bishop. The rook can't... pawn, sorry. Oh, it's simple. Pawn fork. King to here. Hello. That's not mate because he's got this. And then we've got this. And then he has to go here. And then I'm not sure, but... Oh, royal fork, win the queen. Oh, yes, now he finds that move. But okay, queen takes with check, right? Okay, this is painful. Okay, king moves out the way. Lovely idea. Yeah, okay, it's all going to end in tears very soon. No, you can't do that because queen takes the other rook. No, queen takes... You win both rooks this way. Right, check. He goes here, then you win this one, then you promote to a queen. But okay, it's all over anyway. Queen takes f5, check. Now, you didn't need to do that, but you know, fair enough. Win the rook, and the quickest mate here. It's rook there, isn't it? Rook h8 is mate. I don't think there's another one because that allows the king out. Yeah, okay. And now covered, not covered. Queen here, king back to there, rook there is mate. Oh, well done. Okay. Was it a dumbass opening? Hell yeah. Rallyras, my son, I do not know what you were thinking. That was hard work, but yeah, clinical finish in the end from our Isaac. So well done with that, guys. My heart can't take this, you know, like too often, but God, it is fun, isn't it? So you know that's what you get. Even at 1,000, you get. I mean, please, I mean, come on. This, I don't know if I've ever seen before, and I will be honest with you. If I live the rest of my life and never see it again, that will still be too soon. But Isaac, thank you for the game. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. See you later.